unfiltered and unapologetic.
Welcome to the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Well, now the duo is now three or trio, however the hell you want to say it. But it's your boy Sherrod, joined with by Keithan and Jacory. What's going on, y'all?
What's up with it?
Yerp. Yerp.
What y'all got going on?
Same old shit, my boy. You know what it is.
Yeah. Hey man, before we get started, let's recap. Last week we did an episode on the Vince McMahon lawsuit. And first and foremost, shout out to all the viewers and subscribers that we got over the last week. I mean, it's been phenomenal.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, damn. We had 730 now
Something like
subscribers,
that.
and
Something like that.
the show from last week damn near hit 2,000. It's still rising
And counting. And counting. We
and counting.
appreciate the support. You heard me. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that we added my boy in there.
Oh,
But
definitely.
whatever the case, yeah, like
Maybe.
it's a
Maybe.
good addition to the team.
Oh yeah,
Look,
exactly. I
I
mean,
just
three's a
came to
charm.
fuck shit up. I just came
Uh,
to fuck some shit up. I don't care.
we know.
You
We
ran the
well
numbers up in a good
yeah,
way.
we well aware. But man, it's good shoes. It's good to be back in the studio, but we're gonna do I guess let's get right down to business. We are doing this edition of the episode because at the time, we were supposed to be talking about The Rock taking Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania spot, but some events have transpired over the last 24 hours, and I guess things have changed. So, we'll cover that. Y'all take it away, man. What do you think?
I think we should start off at the initial introduction to the Rock into this whole thing that
He
turned the whole thing on its head.
Well, first and foremost, let me say this. Okay, two things, and then I'll let y'all go. I think y'all will do a little bit more talking today than I will, because after they seem to have adjusted the fuck up, I don't have anything to say. But I've been a Rock fan since I was a little kid. You know this better than anybody. If you ask me
Hmm.
who my favorite wrestler was, the first name out of my mouth always was The Rock. I thought that was the best thing that ever happened to wrestling. However, the last week or so, I don't feel that way no goddamn more. Now, I maybe I was wrong. I don't know. However, you know, I just want to throw that disclaimer out there. What I say now may be impacted by what happens in the next couple weeks, a month, or whatever. But right now, I'm not too happy with this motherfucker, and I just want to get that out of my chest. Thing number two, I think this is stupid. I need to address it real quick before we get to going. Uh, I don't know if you guys kept up with it during the week, but did y'all hear that The Rock's daughter was getting death threats?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I heard that bullshit. Tell that hoe to stop lying. Ain't nobody death threat her. Ain't nobody out here wasting their time on some ugly bitches. What you gonna talk about this? She
What
got
the
death threats.
hell? Oh
Look,
hell
look,
no!
look, 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 she ain't got no type of death threats. Look, when she talk
What the
her
fuck is wrong with you,
We're
look at
not
her,
even
like I
five
said,
minutes in.
bro?
look,
We
5 minutes in, cause like I said, look, her upper lip don't even move when she talk. How you getting
God
death
damn.
threats?
Oh
man,
my
listen.
God.
What I'm trying to say. Okay, so the report stated that she actually got off of Twitter or
It's
X,
an
whatever the fuck
honest
you want to call it.
overbite, Ja'Cory.
Uh,
Oh,
d-
okay. But it wasn't very honest when she said it. She was lying.
First of all, whatever the case may be, if that's really happening, that's stupid as fuck. I just want to get that out the way.
Well, we
I
all
don't.
know who was doing this. Those little losers that sit in their mom's basement and jack off to Trish Stratus videos all day and shit and play
Hold
fucking
on now, cause
I
Minecraft.
hold
have
on,
you know, hey
cause I
man,
do that.
Corey ain't been on the show long enough for you to insult him
Yeah,
that way.
You know what I'm saying?
well,
That's
apologies
what
to
I
you.
was saying. That
Apologies to
seemed
you.
aimed towards me.
No, it wasn't aimed towards you, but
it did.
with the
It did
plot.
sound a little
I'm saying.
personal.
I promise I had no previous knowledge of that.
Oh, okay,
Siraj, I
okay.
smartened you up to that
I'm
before
gonna let
we.
it slide this time, but next time,
uh, hey man, listen, but I've said my 2 cents. Let's jump right in. Hopefully, we make it through this episode without getting thrown off. But uh, I mean, let's start at the very beginning. We found out, I guess, was it Monday? Cody came out. He did the promo. Everybody was expecting him to, make his selection. He gets in the ring with Roman Reigns. He starts off. I'm like, this is what I've been waiting for. Cody's gonna finish the story. Fuck what The Rock talking about this crybaby bullshit. I don't want to hear that shit. But he gonna
mm,
finish his story, and all of a sudden, out comes The Rock. And I mean, I don't know what transpired there, but you see Cody and him do the little handshake bullshit, and then Cody leaves the ring, and at that point, for like probably 3, 4 days, I was done with wrestling. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, hey, just when I gave Triple H a compliment, he was in his bag for Royal Rumble, and he's gonna be in his bag for WrestleMania, and he kept his word, and this is a new day. I'm like, here we go with this bullshit, and it just kind of took off from there. I mean, you know, let's start there. What you got?
I mean, quite frankly, I don't think. I mean, WWE is in a place finally now where they don't fucking need anybody from the past eras. They don't need
No, you really don't.
no no old superstars. They proved that with the Royal Rumble when they didn't have no legends come out as a surprise. The Rock and Roman Reigns, I personally, I never wanted to see that shit because for one, The Rock is 51 damn years old. Roman Reigns is still in his prime in his 30s. And
yeah.
any
This is partially
Roman Reigns has
our
never had.
fault. This is
it,
partially
it
our
is,
fault.
it
This is the
is.
fans' fault because the fans kept saying they wanted to see Rock versus Roman. We
Yeah,
just
2 years
we just
ago.
didn't think that it was going to be at the expense of Cody Rhodes.
2 years ago,
Right,
people wanted to
exactly.
see that shit. Or
But
3 years ago. I mean, he was asked several times over the last several years, including
he
when
kept turning
WrestleMania
it
was in
down.
LA. And oh, I'm too busy. Oh, it doesn't make sense. Oh, I got this movie to worry about. Now ain't nobody buying them funk ass movies and shit, and your motherfucking ass want to come back in here talking about saving WrestleMania.
Yeah, it
I
don't
just
don't make sense because what other contact sport would put a 51-year-old in there against a person in their 30s? It don't make sense.
Ron damn near 50. He in there.
But age don't really matter as long as they can get down in the ring. To me, my opinion,
Oh, he
age
gonna
doesn't
get
really
down in
matter.
the ring, all right. He gonna get
No,
down, not get up.
there is a tapering off of skill set after a while. I think history shown us that. I think when you get to about 40-ish or so, you start to kind of see, okay, there's usually a tapering off. Now the greats have done it a long time. Ric Flair did it a long time. The Undertaker did it a long time. Shawn Michaels did it a long time. Triple H. But at some point, you started saying, okay, like this, I can kind of tell that this is not the same quality. So the skill sets diminish. And going to that, the last time we saw The Rock in a wrestling ring was about 10 years ago. And if you recall correctly, he had a very serious injury in the main event of WrestleMania.
I don't
So,
believe he walked out under his own power
no, he
all the way.
did.
I think he had to
He
be helped
did.
out.
I don't remember, but he had, I think it was an abdominal injury, but he looked terrible in that match. To
Was
be
that
honest with you,
the
the
Eric
Cena
Rowan match?
match. No, the Cena match.
I thought his last match was Eric Rowan.
No, at
Oh yeah,
WrestleMania when he was champion, I was talking about the John Cena match.
well he did have a like a quick match against Eric Rowan
Yeah, in
at Wrestle,
2016, wasn't
yeah WrestleMania 32. It was like a
it?
quick little 4 minute, not even 4 minute match. It was like less than a minute.
It wasn't long at all.
Yeah.
But when you get the people, I mean, it's no different than when Goldberg came in there. I mean, I think that match with the Fiend was
Oh,
what, 5 minutes?
don't even get me
That
started on
man.
that lizard.
That
That's
suplex that won a championship, and I love me some
man.
Goldberg, but again, we talk about diminishing skill, like Goldberg in his prime having that match and Goldberg at what 50 something years old. There's a significant difference. The guy is still a legend, but he's not what he
Nah,
was, and you don't
ain't
expect that out of anybody.
ain't
But
ain't no difference. Goldberg was trash in his prime.
oh no, the fuck, man, get the fuck out of here.
Did you see
Get the
what William Regal did to Buddy? Goldberg was
He
trash in his
stressed
oh
him.
man,
prime.
He
Dennis,
stressed him
yeah,
because
man.
he was cocky. Goldberg was cocky, so his cockiness got his ass whooped. He just needed to be stretched at that point.
I don't give a
He-
damn what anybody say. That bit, dude, he was almost as transcendent at that point in time as the Rock and Stone Cold. Now
Hell
get the
no.
fuck out. Oh man,
Hell
get the
no.
fuck out of here. Are you serious?
Yeah.
the way he was booked was transcendent.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, that's fair. That's
if
fair.
you looked
That's
at
fair.
match
That's fair.
quality, he couldn't like hold his own in the match.
Yeah, but he was
But
blowing the roof off the
oh
place
yeah,
anytime he
uh,
went out there.
he sold merchandise. I remember I
Did
had a
y'all? I mean,
Goldberg alarm clock.
when he won the world heavyweight title against Hulk Hogan and he did the jackhammer and pinned him, that place went fucking bananas. And that's you. I mean, they packed out the Superdome for that. That was stupid. We don't even need to hash that out. That ain't what this episode's about. But come on, man. No, he was not garbage. Goldberg used to be that guy in his prime. Come on now.
If you say so.
Okay. I'm trying to stay on topic, so I'm just not. We don't have
Well,
time for
I
that.
mean, in the topic of Goldberg, they did try the same shit with Goldberg and Roman Reigns, like a couple years
That
ago.
shit was horrible.
But did they even have the match? Because that was the match that Roman Reigns got COVID in, I think, and he wasn't even able to
But they've
participate
had
in
a
or something.
match before in some capacity like this, have they not?
Yeah, they had interaction, but nobody cared.
Right. I mean, to be honest with you, man, as good as Roman has been with his character transformation and development, if you notice, a lot of the people that he needs someone to put him over. He needs somebody to
He
bump
does
for him, and the Rock
to
ain't finna
sell
do
while
that.
he walks around and pose and talk to the
Yeah,
damn camera.
the Rock's not finna do that. And then some of the reports, I think it was a couple of reports or whatnot were stating that he said that he felt like they needed to save WrestleMania because CM Punk and Brock Lesnar weren't gonna be on the card. CM Punk obviously due to injury, Brock Lesnar probably in some shape, form, or fashion having to do with some of the shit we discussed last week. But who the fuck told you need to save the card?
Who the fuck said that Brock Lesnar is a vital part of having a good card?
Hold
Fucking
on now.
Vince.
Wait, hold on now. Now,
I
now
can't
Brock
get on board
Lesnar
with
is
that
a
one.
vital part. Now, hold on.
He a
Uh,
vital part, but he won't sell all the
vital
tickets for
part of
the
what?
arena. He only good for 5 minutes
A vital
in the
part of
match.
any card. It's Brock Lesnar. I'd rather
Man,
see him than The Rock.
that is true.
I ain't
I
gonna hold
can't
you.
disagree. I can't disagree with you on that one. I
That is
can't.
true.
Yeah.
Cause Brock can still move. Now The Rock, we can't say the same about him.
And when Brock Lesnar steps in the ring and throws somebody around for 11 suplexes, you believe that shit. He can actually do that because he don't
Oh yeah,
even need no help. He deadlifts them and throws them over his head. That's fucking
yep,
impressive.
yep. That is true.
So, okay, even if, and we're gonna get to the kickoff show in a minute, but even if let's take the kickoff show out of it. My biggest thing with this is if you are going to be in the match, at what time is either one of y'all doing any type of promotion? Your ass didn't show up again until the kickoff.
Right.
Roman comes to work when he gets ready. How you gonna promote this?
You
It
can't.
makes no sense. Right. It
They,
makes no sense to me.
they gonna have probably Paul Heyman promote it, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you because a lot of
They are.
times when Roman ain't around, they have Paul Heyman hold it down, and he does a
But
real
he's
good job of
usually
holding it
talking
down.
to whoever the opponent is.
Right.
If
Also
you
true.
recall during WrestleMania last year, Cody was there and him and Paul Heyman had some tremendous segments back and forth.
Because of their
Yeah,
history.
and it worked.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Paul Heyman gonna talk to if The Rock's not there?
The audience, the WWE universe.
Hmm?
I guess
How's
that's all they were gonna plan on.
I don't get it. Like that's my biggest the fact that you thought this was a legitimate concept or whatnot that you could actually pass off as something that would draw. I'm struggling with that. Now, maybe knowing what we know after last night, could is this the biggest work, one of the biggest works that we've ever seen in wrestling, or is there more to it than this?
They wasn't
Yeah,
no work at all. I don't think.
So
I
you don't
thought the
ever
same
think it was
thing.
a work?
I thought the
No.
same thing. I thought it was a work at first. Well, I still think it was a work
I
right now.
still
At
think
first, I
it
thought it
is
was a real.
now.
Hmm.
Because everybody know you can't really do you can't kayfabe anymore or whatnot. It's just too much,
Right.
media or whatever. But if you were able to swerve me into hating the fact that you took this man's spot, because obviously as the week went on, people started protesting. You got the Rocky sucks chants and shit that came out. You got goddamn The Rock on the Pat McAfee show with the Cody crybabies and finishing the story. Fuck off with that. But you actually got me to dislike you. Only for y'all to get
Yeah,
back to this point last night. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So let me just put it in context for people that didn't get a chance to watch it. What we're talking about, they did the WrestleMania kickoff show. Now,
yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of like I did like I like the idea of that. It felt kind of UFC ish to a degree. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Oh
So
yeah, it
yeah,
was damn
okay,
good.
yeah,
Damn good.
like you had face offs and stuff. You could kind of tell they sprinkled some of that influence in there. So you get there, Seth Rollins comes out. He does his little spiel. He calls, Cody out, but then here comes Roman Reigns, and then here comes The Rock. He says that Cody missed his chance. The Rock comes out, or whatever. He does his little spiel. They had a little Hawaii family tree, which I thought was kind of cool,
Well, it
and
ain't cool. I'm gonna dig into that. Go ahead, though.
Yeah,
and
Into that shit.
they had the family tree, and then The Rock and him kind of basically told the crowd, "Hey, we're having this match." Well, out comes Cody. Cody does his little. First of all, Cody carved both of them up in a promo. Now you can, when you start talking about diminishing skills, The Rock used to be good on the mic. Now I don't know if he just deliberately didn't say anything, but that line about how can any one of y'all be the head of the table when neither of you have done the cooking in the last
Hmm.
2 years was fucking magic. That got
Yeah, that
me.
one got me.
That
It got
yeah.
me.
Yeah, that got
Eh, eh,
me. And he went in, man. And then finally he said that he was facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And it is his choice. By
Yeah,
default, he won the Royal Rumble. It's his choice. Well,
yeah,
at that point, Roman hits him with the he's irrelevant just like the late great First of all, I love me some Dusty Rhodes, and he
Hmm.
pissed me off with that. Now ain't
yeah.
nobody ever been greater than the
Especially
great
after you
Dusty Rhodes.
came from the tutelage of Dusty Rhodes. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Exactly.
Ain't
You
nobody
know
ever
what I'm
been
saying?
better than the great Dusty Rhodes.
Look,
I
just
love me some
last year,
Dusty.
Roman was giving Dusty his props, and now all of a
Yeah.
sudden he irrelevant. Where'd that come from?
That was a
Inconsistency.
that was a I think it felt like they were kind of coming off the cuff at that point because Cody kind of just backed off like what the fuck, oh okay, this is what
Cody
we
knew he was
doing.
gonna say that shit.
Yeah.
You could tell. He was
And
like,
then when
motherfucker.
he was like, well, your grandfather and the Rock's grandfather would be ashamed of you if they seen you now. And the Rock slapped the shit out of him. I was like, what the hell am I looking at? It felt real. At this point, I'm like, something looks horribly wrong because even Seth Rollins came up and was like, "What the hell is wrong?" And I don't know if y'all heard it, but he's like, "Hey, just because you run the board around here doesn't mean you get to do what you want." He's asking Triple H, "Are you gonna do something about this shit or whatever?"
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And they kind of just rushed everybody off the stage. So I'm like, "What the hell's happening?" Well, then they had a little segment where Triple H is in the back explaining like they're gonna try to get the shit sorted out. Blah 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 blah. The Rock comes up, and he starts cursing or whatnot, and he's just like that if Cody says something like that again, they'll slap the shit out of him again. It felt very visceral, very raw. Dude, I felt like I was watching Attitude Era again last night.
Yeah, it was a lot of cursing as well, which I didn't think they were gonna let slide. They beeped it, but I
I
mean,
loved
Hmm.
it.
you still
No,
knew
no,
what
they
he was
didn't.
saying.
I loved it. I'm gonna tell you, it was pretty good.
They definitely bleeped out that F-bomb that The Rock dropped in the back. Like, I'll knock
Yeah,
your fucking teeth out.
yeah.
But yeah,
Which is crazy to me because come on, bro. Like of all the people, bro, you slap Cody for what he said, but I don't even think he said anything
that's
bad
all I'm
about the
saying.
family.
He didn't
He
say
was saying
nothing.
something bad about Roman. It didn't even involve The Rock. He said his grandfather and both grandfathers would be disappointed or be ashamed of Roman. So where Rock get off slapping people with his giraffe neck ass? I don't understand that. I don't understand it.
Go off, Corey. Go off.
I don't understand that, bro. And you talking about you disrespecting the blood and the family, bro. Roman disrespected family first. You know
But
what I'm
what's
saying? And what he said was a lot worse than what Cody said. So I don't understand where you come off smacking people with all them wrinkles in the back of your head. You done pissed me off, and I don't understand why you did it. I don't understand.
I need it. Yo, I'm right here with Ja'Cory, bro. First off, man, people not really realizing what the hell The Rock did with that damn family tree. First off, I know that Solo Sokoa real middle name is Yokozuna. Why the fuck would you give your child the middle name honoring the fake Japanese character that your family member played? I got a problem with that. Second,
Now, hold on now. Yoko was a beast now. Hold on.
he was, but he wasn't really Japanese.
He wasn't
that's
really Japanese. That is
that
correct.
that
But
ain't
you
got
but
that ain't got nothing to do with it.
That's a
I
slap
mean,
in the face. The Rock need to slap somebody for coming up with that gimmick.
but
But
it's not really a slap because the Samoans used to do that sumo wrestling
yeah,
stuff too.
that's true. That's true. They
Rikishi.
did, but I mean, yeah, they eat that much. But my problem with the whole damn family tree, if y'all look at it and if you hear what The Rock was saying, he said that both their grandfathers bonded together over a blood oath. So, in layman's terms, these motherfuckers not even blood like that.
Yeah, that really
Yeah.
floored me. I didn't want to say nothing, but I
They
was
a
like, what the
fucking
hell?
blended family.
But
All
we
this
we
time, I
been knew
thought
that
they
though.
were real family.
No,
I,
we been knew that. We been knew that the High Chief Peter Marville was not part of the family. He was brought in. He was really just like a really good friend that they. But the
I didn't.
Samoans, they make their own family. So a friend could become like blood. Is what that
I
how that works, I believe.
I didn't pay attention to that tree all that much, to be honest with you, because I've
I looked at the shit.
tuned him the
Goddamn it.
fuck out. But I was trying to read some of it to see if like the Gorillas of Destiny were up there. If you seen Jimmy and Jay's name, if you seen
Yeah,
Nia
they
I
were all
Jax's
seen
up there.
that.
name,
I seen Jacob
if you
Fatu, Kanye
yeah
Kid.
yeah
That's all of the Hawaii. That's where all the history is. You know who's on
right.
the rock side of the family tree? You got
Soul Man
motherfucking
Rocket Johnson.
you got Soul Man Michael Johnson, Peter Maivia. You got Nia Jax, Jimmy Superfly Snooker, Tamina Snooker, and the Rock's daughter. That's all you got on the Rock side of the
But
Oh
family.
she's not
man,
even
look,
a
look.
she. But she's not even a I'm she's a developmental talent wrestler. Which I don't know if
She been
okay
in
if you
developmental for the past. How old is she now? She been in that since she was like 17.
Look, and she gonna keep being in there because she trash. Now, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I do apologize for what I said about her at the beginning, but I just don't like her face. It's something
Oh
about her
god.
face, like she
oh
looked like the back of
boy,
the Rock's head in the face, and I just don't like it.
this is
Oh
you
wow.
can't wow
She looks just like him.
And it's gross.
you can't say okay.
There's no point in telling him what he can't say. He already said it. He
I
gonna
just
keep
said it.
saying it. He said it. They say that she been there since 2020
That's three
training.
years. I mean, some people are slower learners. I mean, her dad didn't get it right his first time out. He had to go back and reinvent himself.
He didn't have the right character, but he had the skill in the ring.
Nah,
He took
nah.
to that ring. He got trained in what 6 months, I think, by his
That
dad.
boy had a what he had when he came in, like a Jerry curl or some
He
shit.
had like
Some shit
a
like that.
Jerry Chili Bowl, Jerry Curl,
Yeah, that was
hot top
gross.
fade, curly,
That was gross, bro.
super slick. But yeah, that family tree shocked the hell out of me. I'm like, so y'all ain't even related like that. So when he's sitting up there talking about, you're talking about my blood. No, he not. Y'all ain't blood. Nobody from your
Here's
side of the family even smashed somebody from his side of the family.
here's
Y'all
my
play
question.
cousins.
Here's my
Yeah,
question.
pretty much.
Yeah. You know
he-
what I'm
he-
saying?
Here's my question to both of y'all. So, question one: Did we have to do? Did you even need to do this to begin with? Now it's done. Now you can't put it back in the box. If what they're doing, if what they did yesterday is any indication, it's probably gonna work out. But did you have to go this route? I feel like Cody and Roman could have just did their own thing and it still would have been good. Does that make sense?
I feel like they
Yeah,
didn't have faith in it. I feel like this is a pivot because they didn't know how people were gonna react to Cody eliminating CM Punk. I don't think
I
they
mean,
expected
he
everybody to
blew the
be on
roof
board with
off the
Cody.
place after he won it at the
I don't
Royal
think they
Rumble,
expected that though, because CM Punk was coming on a high, and
yeah.
I don't think they believed that people wanted to see Cody
which
and
is
Roman
why
again.
which is why I said, and if you remember when we first found out he was coming back, I was like, whatever they planning to do with CM Punk, they need to make him wait till after WrestleMania,
Yep.
because all you doing is throwing. First of all, I feel like LA Knight's gotten pushed a little further down the line because he's come in. You got too many people at one time. Now, one thing has nothing to do with the other, but we probably wouldn't be here if they could have waited until after this was over. You already kind of semi had a plan going into Mania this year. We already
Mm.
kind of felt like that was eventually going to come back up.
Right.
I don't understand why, if you held Jay Cargill out for 6 months, I mean, why you can't tell CM Punk, hey, sit at home till after WrestleMania?
Because it's CM Punk. You can't compare the two.
And
Jade. Now,
what that
mind
give me?
you,
What that give me?
Jade
Is he gonna be at WrestleMania? That's all. Is he gonna be at WrestleMania? That's all I want to know. Am I gonna see him wrestle at WrestleMania?
he injured.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. That's all I need to know. Moving
But
right
then
along.
again, for the event that he came back at, it was already like a lot of hype because it was in Chicago. So it was like they had to bring him out there because the hype was already there
Okay,
and
that's
people were
fine,
already
but
leaking stuff.
that shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. What happened is you basically put a situation in place where it was like, okay, you know, that you wouldn't have to have questioned what you already had planned had you not inserted that in. If that's really the theory we're going with. Well, hey, they weren't quite sure anymore after he came on. Well, that's why
Mm.
you hold them back. That's all I'm saying. We all knew Cody was supposed to be champion last year. Quite frankly, had you done what you were supposed to do last year, we wouldn't be here. But I'm not even gonna
True,
start on that shit.
true, true. He should have won the last
Yeah,
year,
he should have
Yeah,
won last year, and we wouldn't even fucking be here.
but they
But
they
since
wanted
we
him to
wasn't,
did it,
reach that 1,000 days.
but they
right?
wasn't gonna let him win, bro. They want Roman to beat whatever little what do they call that
You're
shit
never
where you're the
gonna
longest
beat that.
reigning.
You're never
Yeah,
Bruno San Martino's record will. I think he has the longest like the longest streak of being champion.
Hey,
I
look,
can't remember what the exact number is. I'll have to look it up. But unless you planning on, I think it was 5 or 6 years. I would have to look that up.
now
But
they can do it. They can definitely do it. If you leave it up to WWE, they will do it
why?
because
That
they
was a
high on
different
Roman for
era.
some reason. They high on him.
I think if Vince McMahon was still around, he definitely would have.
Oh yeah.
Bruno held it for 2,803 days. The hell?
That's what the equivalent of. I mean, split
That's
that out.
Close
seven
to 6 years.
years. I mean, 8 years.
Yeah, like
Almost
that's what
Yeah.
I
8 years.
thought. Hey, yeah, that was a different era though. I mean, you can't. Nobody's gonna be champion that damn long no more.
Yeah, that was like in the 60s and 70s. This happened.
Yeah,
The hell?
no, there's no way you're gonna get that. So just take the fucking thing off of it. Matter of fact, you could have took the thing off of him, and then if The Rock and him wanted to have a match, they could have been like the match leading up to the main event at WrestleMania. You could have still had that, but you didn't do
Nah.
what you were supposed to do.
Look, their
So
egos is too big for that. The Rock and Roman, they was not gonna do anything
ain't
but the main
nobody
event.
checking for The Rock, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like at this stage, 2 years ago, this would have been a big match. 3 years ago, it would have been a big match. Now you got too much talent. You got too many people that names that I can call before I even think about. Oh, The Rock, L.A. Knight needs to be champion. He needs a shot.
No, he
And
don't.
Oh, here we go.
Stop
No,
You
that
you
saying
ain't
you
it.
LA.
you sound
Stop
like me
saying
because
LA
I
Knight's
had
Don't
name,
the
do
bro.
this.
same thing. I had
Don't
the
do
same
this.
conversation with Sherrod.
Don't
I was
do
like, I
this.
don't think he need that title yet.
No,
No, he
yeah,
don't.
he
He don't
do.
need no title.
Nobody been more
Look,
over in the last year than LA Knight.
Jay
what you
Uso.
mean? What do you mean? Because
Man,
LA
listen.
Knight is not as good as people hype him up to be.
What?
What I said? What you mean? What you Stone Cold Steve Austin now? What I said?
What are you watching?
I'm watching the same thing you watching, baby. But
No,
look,
you cannot. You must need a new television then. Yeah, they got them new ultra high defs we can go look at because you
and
not
look,
watching the
LA
same shit
Knight's
I'm
still
looking
gonna
at.
be the same on any other television.
No, that ain't true. That ain't true. No,
What
it
you
ain't.
mean? Look, LA
Them
Knight ain't
pops,
nothing but a
them pops he
LA
getting
Knight
when he
ain't nothing
come
but a
out.
white version of The Rock. That's all he is. People done
No,
said it before. That's all he is. Don't nobody want to see no LA Knight no more. I'm done with him. Yeah,
no,
go on your ass on to the back.
He
no.
refreshing though, man. He a refreshing change from what we've been getting. People trying to
Refreshing.
fake tough. Because people come out and play fake tough. At least this dude, when he talks shit, you believe it.
Man,
Hey,
he
he ain't
got
What's
he
that
refreshing to
now?
got the
me.
it
Look,
factor.
if dirty pool water is refreshing, then yeah, sure enough, yeah, he refreshing.
He's a good fusion
You
of
sound stupid
of
as
The
hell.
Rock and Stone Cold. It's like he come
Yeah,
out, he
that's what I
walk like
think.
Stone Cold, and he talk like The Rock.
Listen, anyway, getting back, it's other Cody, L.A. Knight, CM Punk. I think. Well, I don't know if he quite ready for that, but you could throw Jay Uso's name in there as an honorable mention, or whatever. Drew McIntyre, still Walter. God damn it, why I keep calling him fucking Walter Gunther? I'm wondering at what point do we start saying, okay, it's time to elevate him into the that dude puts on match after match after
Hmm.
match after match after every and you can put him in there with a broomstick, he's still gonna have a great match.
He got two
When
good
is it
matches
his
out of
time?
The Miz.
When is it his time? I have so many names I can now call before I even think about somebody old or a former legend. We didn't have that, several years ago. You do now. Why the hell you did good at WrestleMania? I mean, at Royal Rumble, you didn't bring anybody in. No, but we didn't
Yeah.
see any of that. Why fuck with it now? You don't need it.
Exactly. And look, if you were going to bring The Rock in, why not put him in the Royal Rumble? I would have been fine with
That's
that. If
true.
he had won the Royal
Yeah.
Rumble, there's nothing I can say about it. And I'd be like, okay, well, The Rock won. Ain't shit I can say. But you going to bring this man in after somebody already won the Royal Rumble. So you pretty much took away the fact that this guy gets a chance to pick who he wants to go against. So now you forcing him to go against Seth Rollins, and don't nobody
Never in
want
the
to see that
history of
again.
the Royal Rumble have they ever told somebody who won it that they can't pick who they want to face. In the history of the Royal Rumble, you've always known whoever wins this motherfucker is usually gonna be the main event
Yeah, there's no
Exactly,
way
bro.
at
around that.
WrestleMania. That is
No.
tradition. That is tradition.
Bro, but we have seen, I think once or twice, where someone won the Royal Rumble and they turned the match into a triple threat match, and I'm like, man, what the hell? This guy won. He won the right to have a one on one,
Well,
and y'all put him in a triple threat. That
and
shit
that
pissed me
Ronda
off too.
Rousey Becky Lynch Charlotte match, they had to add somebody because the goddamn Ronda Rousey body is charismatic as watching paint dry. So if
But
they
the
didn't use
rules
them,
of the
then
Royal Rumble is you win a one on one match. You can't just be moving shit around because you feel like it.
I mean I get
You
it.
can't. I feel like that was already like agreed to by. They had to come in agreement with when Vince was still in power, and they
What
just
the
felt like
Rock
they
thing?
had to honor that. Yeah, because that
Well,
was agreed to like ahead
actually,
of time.
no, actually, what they said was that one of the reports stated that when he took the position on the board or whatever, they came to an understanding that one of the things he would get was a match.
Who?
Supposedly, The Rock.
Who the Rock?
Supposedly, yeah.
Last time The
And
Rock and Roman Reigns were in the ring together was at a
When
Royal
he
Rumble
won
that The
that Royal
Rock,
Rumble,
yeah,
yeah, and he,
and he got booed out the
mhm.
goddamn building.
But that was a
yep,
different
both
Roman
of them.
Reigns too. We knew they were trying to shove him down our throats at the time.
And they
This is
trying to
Roman
shove you
Reigns.
down our throats.
But to me, it's insulting. Roman Reigns don't need no help no more. Still can't
Nah,
wrestle in my eyes, but he's damn show over. He don't need no help.
bro,
More
and
people are tuning in to see if he gets beat than
yeah,
anything.
exactly. I was just
I
about to
don't
say
need
that.
I don't need you to put me over. And Cody don't need no help either. Cody is one of the best wrestlers in the world today. I don't understand why you needed any extra help. Hell, if you want to do something, go fuck with Seth Rollins.
True,
Yeah.
true,
Who,
true.
who was another great wrestler?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like go do that shit. Go do something. Fuck. Learn how to run the board. God damn it. Like I
And,
just
and you know
and
the
then
crazy thing is CM Punk called this, bro. He called it. I know he was
Yep.
talking about himself at the time, but he told Cody,
talking
he
about
was like,
from the
soon as you get to the top,
oh,
they're gonna bring in somebody who, somebody who hadn't been there in a while. That's just
he also talked about it in
a bigger star than you.
he also talked about it in the
Foreshadowing.
pipe bomb. If you remember, he was like the fact that
Yeah.
Dwayne's in the main event at WrestleMania and I'm not makes me sick. That
It
shit
makes me
happened then.
sick. It makes
Yeah,
me
that
sick
that that
too.
that, that happened then. I mean, I just for me, man, I thought this kind of shit here. Well, even if it's direct or indirectly, kind of been plotted, he don't need to be in the equation. They did not
Nah.
need
Right.
the help. And then
Eh,
to make matters worse, it seems like you just made a heel turn in the process. Why? You don't need it.
yeah.
You don't need to be involved at all.
Right.
And
You
you know,
don't
At
need it.
all.
that's the same thing Seth said, because he had recently said that it'd be nice to have The Rock, but he's not needed. We don't need him. And
Right.
No, you
the
don't
roster
need
is
that.
stacked.
And that's got to be the worst feeling in the world to come back to something that you're not needed at. Yeah, you get a pop. Yeah, people love to see you, but we don't want to see you wrestle, bro.
Man, that time has came and went. And the reason what the biggest hold up and hold back for WWE and has been for the last 10, 15 years, you got too much of the old and not enough of the new. And then the new
Yep.
gets pushed to the bottom. And it's like, well, I mean, even at one point or whatever, y'all remember that Crown Jewel shit when it was the Brothers of Destruction versus DX and
Oh
how
my
that
God,
shit
that was
went?
horrible.
That you had that bullshit, and then Goldberg came back and beat the Fiend. You had that bullshit, and then you had Batista wrestle at WrestleMania 1 year against Triple H. You had that bullshit. It's like, dude, you have more going on for you than you've had in a really long time now. Let's just focus on maybe if we just focus on this shit, we actually can see what we're capable of fucking doing. The people they brought out there last night, Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. You don't really need anything else. I don't understand. Bailey, Io Shirai,
Look,
make it make sense.
speaking of Bailey, I'm a little upset that she wasn't on that WrestleMania
Kickoff.
yeah, kickoff show. Like,
Right.
why wasn't you? You had Bianca Belair, which is cool. I like Bianca Belair, but Bailey won the Royal Rumble. Why wasn't she there?
Yeah. And her match was already set with EO Scott. She already made her decision, so they should have been on the poster. I totally agree.
Well, Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley probably are larger draws in their eyes.
What,
Nah.
over
Possibly.
Bailey?
Everybody love Bailey. Bailey is so damn over.
Bailey been doing this. Come on,
What you trying to say?
what I
Ain't
said.
nobody. Rhea's the best women's wrestler in the world today.
Bailey is definitely
Look,
fucking with her.
look,
Bailey ain't
Rhea
no
all
slouch.
right. Rhea all right. She got a
She
fat
all
butt and
right.
stuff and all that. I like that, but she all
You
right.
can What the fuck? Like, dude.
Look at,
No,
look
for
at,
real,
look,
we can't sleep on Bailey.
we can't sleep on Bailey because she got a fat butt too. I want to see both fat
And
Oh
butts
my
go
god.
against each other.
Oh my
big
god.
meat
Oh
slapping
my
against
god.
each other. That's what
You
he's talking
feel me? Oh, I can't wait. But we not gonna
Oh.
see that. Whatever. It's whatever. But now I gotta watch Rhea go against motherfucking Nia Jax. I don't want to see no Nia Jax rolling around the ring like a big ass roly poly. I ain't got that type of time.
I can't understand how she keep getting these opportunities.
Bro, it's her size. They don't have nobody
But
built like her, so they
you
think that's
basically
amazing.
negated that when you had Jay Cargill pick her up one arm and flex and then throw her ass out. We can get rid of that now. We've been there, done that. It's so what I'm scared of. She gonna hurt Rhea, and then you ain't got nobody at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm
That's
scared of
my
that too.
biggest fear.
I'm
That
scared
You
is
about
a
gonna
that.
good
hurt her.
Yeah.
possibility.
Yeah, you gonna
That
hurt
is a
her, and
possibility.
then now what? Where your champion at now? Cause she hurt.
She
She
botches
cannot
every
be
match that she's in.
trusted. Yeah, she cannot.
Yeah,
I would have been more comfortable with a Jade Cargill or something like that than fucking Nia Jax. I don't understand that shit. That is just. I'm terrified of what that's gonna look like.
bro.
Eh,
Did y'all hear that bullshit about Nia Jax wanting to be in the bloodline? She was talking about, well, I'm here if you guys need me.
Oh
Don't nobody
yeah.
need you. Don't nobody
Don't
need you,
I
baby.
was finna say, don't nobody need you to do anything.
No,
You can't.
like
She
like
can't play dead in the Western. Shit.
if I'm in an eating contest or some shit like that, I'll call her. But until then, you can just stay where you at, baby. I don't need you. I don't
Bro,
need you.
it just don't make sense for her to be anywhere near the bloodline. She can't talk. She can't
Nope.
wrestle. It's like, why are
Nope.
you? Why did they even
They
bring her the
make her.
fuck back?
They try to make her look so strong a lot of the times, and I get that. I mean, but she's not. There's too many incidents, man. There's too many instances. You can't trust her. I'm talking about her wrestling ability. I think she's a horrible talent as far as
Yeah.
wrestling is
Oh
concerned.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
She
don't know nothing
trash.
else about this lady's whatever, but every type of measuring stick I can use to gauge and your wrestling ability, you're awful. Cost you cost us Becky versus Ronda at Survivor Series. Now that ended up turning into a good thing because that carried on for the rest of the year. You got a women's main event. However,
Mhm.
had you not punched her in her face, who knows what would have happened with that or how that would have looked, you know. But you did that. I think she hurt Alexa Bliss once.
Yeah,
Mhm.
There was
she dropped Charlotte on her head a couple times.
couple
Mhm.
times. Yeah, like I mean, dude, I've seen enough to know that this ain't. And all I can hear is just Rhea Ripley was injured in a match against Nia Jax. Like, then what? Then what? What you gonna do? Then what?
Nah, you got a great point there. A
I
damn
just
great point. This lady, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why you book her strong like this when she can't. She's the
But
most
again, you
important rule.
negated that when you had somebody toss her one armed over the top while flexing. I think we can get rid of that. All of that shit's dead now. She
Not
Yep.
to
picked her
them.
up, she flexed, she tossed in that order. There ain't nothing else we need to talk about no more.
Yep. And on a higher note, shout out to CM Punk being on the panel.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I loved him being on the panel because he spoke the real. How you gonna slap Cody and he didn't do shit? What kind
Ain't
of
do
shit is that?
shit. That's why I'm saying I didn't like the interaction. I feel like it could have been a little more passionate on Cody's end. Like, motherfucker, move Triple H ass out the way. You just gonna take
Bro,
everybody to hold me down. You
Seth
gonna have to
Rollins did more than Cody Rhodes
right.
did.
And he only got one leg.
I
Yep,
think they had to
one
do that.
leg.
I think the Rock is adamant about looking a certain way, and he wants to be ultra involved. So they got to give him some room to do him. But again, your ass shouldn't be out there anyway. You on the board, sit your ass on the board, collect your money, and be done with it. Like that,
Yep.
some of me feel like The Rock is doing this for relevancy purposes, and I'm just gonna call it what it is. The last couple years, he ain't been as hot as he was, and this is par for the course for him. If you notice, everything else he usually puts his hand in with other people, you hear stuff like this. Supposedly, I mean, just go back to that Fast and Furious bullshit. Hey, he came in and he gonna look out for himself first, and then
Yeah, yeah, he
everybody
did
else
do that.
after. It's too much of that going on, but speculatively, yeah, allegedly, whatever the fuck you want to use. Yeah, I just feel like there might be more to this than what it is. I know he's good friends with the guy that's at the top of TKO or whatnot and stuff, and I think that's how possibly, we don't know, but it could be how that whole little board thing came about to begin with. But I don't know how much of this, it just seems a little convenient that all of a sudden now your ass want to be involved. But a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago, when people were asking you to do something, you was like, no, it don't make sense. Oh no, I don't have time, or I'm not trained up, or I'm not, now all of a sudden you got all of this going on.
I think you said the reason earlier. His movie's not hitting like that, so he got plenty of time on his hands before the next Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, but you know he just did that old XFL
That shit was
UFL
terrible.
transition thing. He just did that, so he got that going. I don't know how all of a sudden he found time,
He's doing
but I mean
Moana too.
he doing Moana too.
Yeah.
Well, look, I ain't gonna be saying you welcome. 'Cause I ain't got time to be watching that.
I just to me, man, sometimes you got to know when to take a back seat. I feel like this is a case of, hey, I'm gonna get on this train because it's hot, and because I mean you're seeing a resurgence. Well, let me get on here while the getting is good. Maybe I can I can get back in the forefront, and I think there's an ulterior motive. I'm about to say it. I just feel like there's something more to this. This ain't why all of a sudden are you insisting on being involved?
but
What's changed?
but okay, so it, do you think this is gonna lead to some kind of tag team match between Roman?
I don't want to see that shit.
I don't either.
I don't want to see it either. I don't want to see the Rock in the ring. Period.
No, for that,
Yeah.
I was just finna say that. Like I don't want to see the shit. I
Now
don't need to see the shit.
I gotta admit, seeing Stone Cold come out at WrestleMania and have a match with Kevin Owens, that was cool
But it was like a
because
mid card match. It wasn't
it
even
was a
like a
mid
main.
card, but it
Yeah.
was it was a cool little 15-minute thing.
But
Kevin Owens,
what I'm saying, he did not take the shine off of the people that
no, he
actually
didn't.
deserved it.
Right.
He didn't work the whole. He wasn't there the whole year. He came in for a period of time. He did his match, and now, even the Undertaker, the last couple years when he was wrestling, he was
Yeah.
never a big, he kind of was like right before the bigger matches or right in the little mix, but he wasn't taking the shine off of people that actually put the time in to get over. Like Cody has gotten over and he's worked all year. 2 years really if you count last year or whatnot. And then you bring your monkey ass in here and all of a sudden you want to insert yourself trying to get a rub off of it. It just to me it's fucking ridiculous. I would have said if I'm Triple
Mhm.
H, no, no. I tell you what, you want to do something, you can do it after WrestleMania. It won't happen this time. No.
That's
Now
basically
one
what they did by confirming
yeah.
that it's gonna be Roman and Cody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now one thing
WrestleMania.
I will say that was good about The Rock coming in was that it brought a lot of heat to the match. It honestly
Yeah.
made the Roman versus Cody a lot bigger than it would have been originally. Just
Mm-hmm.
because
No, no, but
it
don't
brought a
but
lot of eyes to Cody's side.
no, don't say that. Don't say that shit because see,
It did.
that's that bullshit that it's gonna that's that. Oh, if I hadn't have got involved, this match wouldn't have drew. Like even if I wasn't in it, the idea that confirms the little fucking bullshit that they came up with to allow this to happen in the first place. It to
Mhm.
me, it wasn't needed at all. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need to see you. We don't need you to make an appearance. We don't need you to promote nothing. We're good. It
I
could
mean, it
promote
wasn't
itself.
needed,
That
but
match was gonna promote itself.
it wasn't needed. But it, with him coming in and fucking it up like he did, it does add value to the match.
But
Mhm.
And now people
Mhm.
are more invested.
I'm gonna
Oh
just keep
yeah.
I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I personally think that it was supposed to be him and Roman, but then they saw the backlash, and I think they
Mhm.
changed it at the ninth
Yeah,
hour. I
they
really
they
do
Oh yeah.
pivot.
believe that
They
they
did a pivot.
changed it. Yeah,
That's
they
exactly what they
pivoted
did.
because he miscalculated, saying, "Well, oh, this will get over." No, it's not. I don't think there's no way you get over stealing somebody's WrestleMania spot or whatnot or their moment or whatever because you want to insert yourself all of a sudden. Like especially when nobody's seen you do anything to get to this point. And to Keaton's point, if you wanted to do that, motherfucker, you should have been in the Royal Rumble. You could have been in a surprise entry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth on that whole thing, like you could tell that they didn't even have all their ducks in a row with the Roman and Rock thing. They were just trying to schedule it based off. They were relying on the fanfare. They were relying on the hype. Oh, Roman and Rock finally going against each other.
Don't
When they got
nobody
to the
care about that
kickoff,
shit.
and Roman was like, "Yeah, I want to face the Rock." You didn't even have a good reason. You didn't have no reason why you wanted to face him. You just like, I want to face the Rock. Why the
I
fuck
think
you want to face him?
I think that was a setup to do a pivot. And what really makes me mad and pisses me off, you made Cody Rhodes look like an ass in my book. Maybe I'm a little old school, but you got this dude on national television and
Yeah,
he said he was not gonna face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. That's what everybody came up with because that's probably what he was told to say. And then all of a sudden, 4 days later, we pivot back. Well, nobody's gonna say anything about the fact that Cody just, you just basically went on live TV and told people you're not gonna fuck it. And anybody, oh, it's wrestling, you can change it. Fuck off. That's
Oh,
not the point. He looks like he was made to look stupid on TV to me.
Hmm.
So I really believe that they were planning to do this until they seen the reaction it got, and it was like, oh fuck, we didn't
Oh
expect
yeah.
this. We're gonna
Oh
have to
yeah.
put it
yeah.
back.
Nobody
Yeah,
wants to see this.
because I did notice when Cody had did his little promo or whatever announcing that The Rock was gonna come in and all that other good stuff. You know when they shook hands and hugged and all that stuff, and
Hmm.
Cody was looking real disappointed. I don't know if you
They
guys
edited that
noticed
shit out.
that they edited it out.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
they
like,
edited it
well,
out.
hold on, bro. Don't edit it out. You know what I'm saying? Cause we disappointed too. Don't edit out that Cody looked disappointed. What kind of shit is
Exactly.
that?
No, they did damage control in like 2 or 3 days. I guarantee you. I think that's why he went on the Pat McAfee show probably and was saying what he said. They started pivoting and saying, "Hey, we can't do this." Like,
Absolutely.
and that match would have fell flat on its ass. And I think they kind of thought about it. Well, if we do this and it don't turn out right, well then fuck you no, we need to put it back. We need to put it back. And
I
to me,
yeah.
you setting a bad precedent to anybody else that's actually thinking about coming there or in that locker room because you're saying, well, this is still the same shit. It's a different. You got a different house, but still the same fucking set of rules. Like, we can just change something at the last minute if we feel like it because, you politic your way into something. It's the same shit as when Vince was there.
Exactly the same
Yeah,
shit.
it's the same shit. So after they seen this shit wasn't gonna go over well and stuff, and kudos to the fans and people saying, no, hell no, this ain't acceptable. I don't think Cody Rhodes had to say a lot of nothing. And supposedly there was a report that stated that Cody told him when he first found out, this is a bad idea. This is not gonna go
Yeah.
over
They
well.
didn't listen.
Yeah, and they didn't listen. I would tell you if y'all do this shit, you can go ahead and just give me my release. I'll just figure out something else. Hell, maybe I'll take my ass to New Japan Pro Wrestling. I don't fucking know, but I
Hmm.
can't. But to put him out there and make him make that announcement, and then Friday Thursday, 3 days later, we change it back to, oh well, I'm facing Roman. Like, what the hell? What kind of fucking dog and pony fucking show you got going on? And I really Triple H to me don't do shit like this. I feel like this was above him.
It was
Maybe it
above
wasn't.
them.
Maybe
It
it wasn't.
was because apparently it was already agreed to. That was one of the terms of Rock coming on board with TKO. He got to have a match with Roman
You
at
be having
WrestleMania.
it after Wrestle. Oh no, see, it must be
Nobody want to
next
see that shit at
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. We don't
It'll
want to
be
see 30 minutes of The Rock selling and Roman Reigns just walking
the
around.
fact
That shit
that
was
you
gonna be
thought it was
boring.
30 minutes is hilarious.
I'm
It's not
I'm telling you, they will give them 30 fucking minutes.
to do
Just,
nothing.
but most of that will go towards the entrance.
So now that it's been announced that Cody is facing Roman, what do y'all think happens to The Rock?
He's
I
gonna be at
really,
ringside.
he
He'll
might
still be involved, but he gonna be at ringside.
he might fucking try to screw Cody over one way or another.
I mean, it wouldn't be no different than what they've been doing. It's always
That's true.
someone coming in there to save Roman. So, and instead of Solo, they just gonna have The Rock do it. I mean,
But that shit is old now.
but like I said, they're gonna try to keep that title on Roman for a very long time.
No,
I think it's gonna be a
you
couple
gotta
more
take it.
years before
No,
he
no,
loses it.
you gotta take it off of him right now. If you send Cody Rhodes back, if Cody goes to WrestleMania for the second straight year and lose and get fucked over in the process, you might as well just pull your pants down, and shit in his mouth after you beat him, because he ain't worth nothing at that point. Now, 2 straight years, and I've worked this hard, and I fucking have got fucked twice. Like,
I,
nobody that usually don't happen to anybody.
I feel like the backlash will be
Well,
worse if he doesn't win this time.
hold on. Now you say it usually don't happen to anybody. It happened to Janelle Grant. Somebody shit on her, and she put all that work in.
See, man, you know what?
She put all that work in, bro, and she didn't get what she deserved.
Yo,
And look, we see this all the time with WWE, anyways, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing, anytime the fans want something, WWE don't give a shit. They don't care what we want. They gonna
Yeah,
do what
but
they want to do.
I think that would hold water if we knew that somebody was still somewhere in the mix. But I
mhm.
think this is a little bit different. And he kept his word so far because when people were damn near about to riot last year, he was like, "Good things come to those who wait. Just be patient." And he's held up his end of the bargain. I think that Cody goes over at Mania. Now, I
It
mean,
means a
that,
lot more now. Like the
yeah,
I,
it definitely
bro,
like
will.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Not even a little bit. Because otherwise, they wouldn't have brought Seth Rollins into the picture. They wanted Cody to go against Seth so they can keep the title on Roman. And now they
No,
have to. Now they have to do Cody versus Roman. They're gonna find a way to keep the title on Roman. That's why they
no,
brought the. That's why they got the Rock partnered up with
no,
him.
that ain't. I don't think that's true. I think the reason that they brought Seth into the mix is because apparently Seth Rollins is actually injured. They need to get the belt off of him. CM Punk was supposed to do that, but by
Hmm.
him being hurt again, they got to find somebody to work him. So here comes the Rock with this solution, and they were like, "Well, fuck, we gonna bump him down because we can give that to him and get it off of Cody, get it off of Seth to do what he needs to do or whatnot. I don't know how hurt he is or isn't. And then, we still get the match that we promised to Rock at WrestleMania. That's why Seth Rollins is in the picture. Because initially, had CM Punk been healthy, then we wouldn't even, that's another thing. Probably wouldn't even be having this conversation because there'd be nowhere to insert the Rock. You'd have to
nowhere.
almost deliberately screw over Cody and say, fuck this Royal Rumble shit. You gotta, you gonna have to wait your turn. And CM Punk's facing Seth Rollins, there's no way that people would have let that fly. But by CM Punk getting hurt, they were able to kind of pull a pivot.
Hmm.
If that never happened, we wouldn't be here. But I
Yeah,
mean,
That's
right now I'm thinking they gonna let, because CM Punk and Drew had some shit going on before he
hmm
went out, but I think they gonna let Drew beat Seth Rollins, and then CM Punk and Drew gonna do their thing.
I would have preferred LA Knight to win it.
Why you keep saying that?
I'm just gonna
Well, LA Knight is gonna
listen.
be
He
in
need
a
to be champion.
he has a chance to qualify because what they're doing an elimination chamber match to see whoever gonna go against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. LA Knight is one of the qualifiers if he wins his match. But Drew
Yeah.
McIntyre already qualified. I think Drew is gonna go against Seth because they already been building that.
Mm-hmm.
But does Damian Priest cash in? If Drew wins, I don't think he cashes in. But if Seth Rollins goes over Drew
Oh,
McIntyre, I think
I'm gonna
Damian
tell you
Priest
who he
cashes
bet
in.
not cash. I'm gonna tell you who he bet not cash in on. If Cody Rhodes win at WrestleMania, don't bring your bitch ass out there with the damn briefcase in the middle of his WrestleMania moment. I
I
will
look.
fucking lose it. I've been waiting
I
3 years, two
forgot
years for
about
Cody.
Damian Priest. I forgot
Yeah,
Man,
about that man.
oh fuck off.
and they've been teasing that. I don't think he cashes in on Cody, but on Seth, definitely, it makes the most sense. Seth is injured. He got torn MCL and a sprained meniscus. He messed up
Uh,
bad.
listen, I ain't got time for that bullshit. I'm gonna tell you, I've been waiting 2 years for Cody Rhodes to be champion, and I need to. They need to pay this off. I've been watching 2 years waiting on this shit.
Yeah,
But
I
And
that's
he,
just stupid. Rock and Roman, y'all not
yeah.
even what are you fighting for? The Rock is already considered a high chief in that culture. Roman Reigns is the tribal chief. So like, what are you fighting for? Roman trying to go for the high chief? They haven't even talked about that. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like it's no basis. It's like somebody trying to get just a dream match in their own head, but it doesn't mean anything to anybody.
Hey,
There's no
speaking of
point.
dream match, bro, you know who they should have face Seth Rollins, man?
Dude,
I think they should go ahead and just have Seth Rollins face Velveteen
I knew you was gonna say
Dream. You
that.
feel me? Go and bring that man home, man. Stop fucking around.
Bring him home, man. Bring the dream back. The dream is not over.
Look, I'm gonna say that shit every episode till they bring him back, cause I'm
They
tired of the
need to,
shit.
man.
How you gonna bring the Rock ugly ass back, but you ain't gonna bring back Velveteen Dream? What
How
kind
you
of shit is
bring
that?
Nia Jax back and not bring Velveteen Dream back?
How are you gonna bring Nia Jax back? I don't understand that, but you don't bring back Velveteen. I don't.
That's what I'm
I
saying. I
don't. Look,
completely
I
agree.
don't fuck with it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's they show. I'm just a spectator.
I'm saying The Rock need to fight for his dad's bloodline. God damn it! You try to act like he the only child. You got siblings on your daddy's side that you don't even talk about. It's Black History Month, motherfucker. Talk about your daddy bloodline.
Look,
Shit,
The Rock don't claim his black side.
he really don't.
To everyone, he's Samoan. He full Samoan
He full
to
Samoan.
everyone. But I mean, it is what it is. Look, the blacks don't need him. We ain't worried about it.
That's why we got so happy when Kofi won. Well, except
Oh yeah,
Sherrod.
Oh yeah, I love that. Oh, Sherrod didn't like it.
Nah, he wasn't fucking with it. He ain't
Mm,
had no Kofi fever.
that's all right. That's all right. Sherrod don't even like chicken, so it is what it is.
I'm just sitting here sipping my drink. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just I don't y'all you get to going on these tangents and I've just tuned it out. You know,
I
Mhm.
told you
but
it's
no,
attention. Shoot.
hell
People
no,
gotta let
Kofi,
stuff be
man.
known.
Mhm.
Man, no, I wasn't with that damn shit. That fucking fool. I don't want my world champion in foolishness, and that's foolishness to me. I'm good.
Speaking of Sherrod, we didn't even think he was gonna make this episode, man. It's good to see that you
Nah.
made the episode. You know what I'm saying?
So
Because
it's
at
gonna be
first,
a tag team.
I thought he had a yeast infection or something. I didn't think he was gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
Because he told us earlier that he was breaking bread and it wasn't sourdough. But it's all right.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? We glad that you was able to hop
You
on the
know, I
podcast
just want
and
I
you
Our
just
know what I'm
want you to
saying?
tripod is
know.
complete.
I just want you to know you ain't never been shit. You ain't never gonna be shit either.
Oh
It's-
man, that cuts deep. I think you talking about Ava, because you ain't talking about me.
Oh
what the
shit.
hell? Who's
Now that's
Ava?
some look, that's someone we can guarantee ain't gonna be shit, and that's the Rock's daughter.
It's
We can
Rock's
tell you
daughter.
that right
That's her
goddamn.
wrestling name, Ava
I don't
Rain.
even.
Yeah,
Oh
we can tell
hell,
you that right now.
I don't even watch. I've never seen her wrestle in my life. I'll be the first person to tell you. And now I heard she's a NXT commissioner. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck that's possible.
When you
Because
it
look,
came
because
two
the Rock.
days. Yeah, it came
Now
2 days
normally,
after he got put on the board.
Because
normally,
of the
uh, no,
Rock.
normally an authoritative figure in wrestling has always been a legend or somebody with some substance.
Yep.
William Regal, Eric Bischoff, Teddy Long, Mick
Yep.
Foley, Stone
Mm-hmm.
Cold Steve Austin,
Go ahead, go down the list.
fucking Bullet Bob Armstrong and Smoky Mountain Wrestling was an authority figure. Jim Cornette was an authority figure. Goddamn Ric Flair was an authority figure.
Gorilla
I mean you
Monsoon.
Gorilla
Stephanie McMahon.
Monsoon, Sergeant
Yep.
Slaughter, Triple H, the list just Shawn Michaels was commissioner at
Ric
one point.
Flair was at one point.
Yeah, I mean these are people that have put the time in, they got name recognition. When they speak with true authority. All right.
Mhm.
How the hell you get some okay. How
And
did
this is
how, William
this is
Regal.
after bringing back William Regal. They got
William
William
Yeah.
Regal
Regal.
back.
Yeah.
How the hell do you explain that? How do you explain it? Like nepotism at its finest. How the hell do you explain making a 20-something-year-old the commissioner of NXT?
They didn't want to release her problem.
You know what, man? I just see stuff like this is what kind of gives me trepidation about them long term. It's like, okay, we got rid of the problem. The problem
Mhm.
we I'm not gonna call a name, but we know who they are. They're gone. But now
Mhm.
you got shit like this happening, and who's to say 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now we're not going back to the same shit because it just some of this shit don't make no sense. This WrestleMania shit right here don't make no sense. This commissioner shit don't make no sense. Like what the fuck? What are we doing?
I feel that's just leftover bullshit that they had already planned and stuff.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I
Hey,
think they just waiting it out.
this is pretty much the epitome of do you smell what the Rock is cooking? He
Yeah,
cooking up right now.
Yeah.
I smell him cooking up some goddamn TV time for himself, some
Mhm.
relevancy. That's what I fucking smell.
He's
And
trying to
again,
find a
huge
match
fan.
somewhere.
Yeah, huge fan, but you dog, I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. I think you need to sit your motherfucking ass down. Huge fan,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sit
like
down. Be the host of WrestleMania or something, even though that's stupid. But just do something other than get involved because nobody
he didn't
needs you,
host.
bro.
Even when he hosted though, you remember he interfered in a championship match. He can't
Yep.
ever just do nothing. It's always something extra with him. Shit. Stone Cold Steve Austin make appearances. He'll hit you with a stunner or something, but it's
And
like
that's all we want.
yeah,
Yep.
That's all
Yep.
we want. When the Rock come
he
back,
gonna
all
hit
we
a
want
stunner, drink some beer, and
exactly. When the Rock come back, all we want you to do is say the catchphrases. Finally, the Rock, all that shit. If you smell, all
is
that.
you
That's
trying to
all we.
wrestle?
Yeah, we
Hey,
don't need.
hey, can I ask y'all something?
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
What the hell is that on the Rock's arm? What is that a tattoo of? A koala nipple? Cause
That's
I don't know what that is. It looked like a T-Rex face or some shit like I don't know what that is. It looked like a wolf pussy. I don't
no
understand what it is he
shit.
got on his arm. I know on the other side he got the tribal stuff. That's cool, but he covered up that Brahma bull with a whole damn wolf penis, and I don't know what it is.
This fool here,
It's
man.
it's supposed to be a bigger Brahma bull, but like the skull of it.
I don't, it don't look right. Because when I was watching that WrestleMania kickoff and I seen it, I was like, man,
He
what the hell is
to
that? Is
me,
that like
man.
a
He and not to cut y'all, but to me, he just done got too commercialized. I think at this point, it's all right for him to make appearances, but I don't think that's a good idea, man. I really don't. Cause he the type of person, at least from the outside looking in this particular situation. Oh, I see an opportunity here. This would be great if I was. No, bro, it'll be great without your old ass in it. Sit the fuck down.
no,
Like that you don't.
no,
I mean, no, we don't need that. I
You
mean, shit.
yeah, you could tell that at the kickoff he was trying his hardest to get that shit over him and Roman, and it just wasn't flying.
No, cause nobody
nah, it
want to
wasn't.
see it.
Nah, we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like The Rock, the type of dude to pop up during the Super Bowl halftime show and be pop locking with Usher and shit. Like he always trying to put himself somewhere he don't belong, and I don't understand that, bro.
But again, if you look at all the appearance, like again, he hosted WrestleMania, interfered in the championship match. CM Punk and John Cena or whatever, you see how that shit went. I had never seen them pre-plan a main event at WrestleMania before. That's the only time that's ever happened. Whose name was in it? The Rock. The Rock and John Cena. You already knew who the main match was before you even got there. And that John Cena at the time wasn't even champion, and neither was the fucking Rock. It was CM Punk. You basically pissed over his chance to main event WrestleMania to put these motherfuckers in.
But at
Yep.
least that had. Oh, go ahead, Corey.
My bad. I was gonna say
Oh, you good?
kudos to John Cena because the last time we seen Cena, he even said himself, "I didn't come back for a title shot because I didn't earn it. He just
Exactly.
came back to put people over." That's more than we can say about The Rock.
Hmm.
No, this
So
is
kudos
different,
to
man.
John.
Yeah,
And
this
the
is
thing
different.
about Cena versus Rock, that has a premise. It was almost like the Rock passing the torch to
Mm-hmm.
Cena, who's the face of the
Mm-hmm.
company. What the fuck is he doing with Roman?
I don't
I
know
don't
because
get it.
Roman don't need no help. Now, maybe
He don't need no
4 years
help.
ago, 5 years ago, he did. He don't need no help now.
Yeah, the thing that pissed me off the most about that kickoff, we ain't get to do the Cody Whoa. You know what I'm saying? How come everybody got an interest, but Cody ain't get no interest? I'm pissed off about that, man. That's a very
Yeah.
vital and important part to me, man,
I'm
I'm
highly upset
assuming
in my
myself.
household.
Yep.
Yeah,
you must have had
can't
some
do the
little
Whoa.
spectators with you or something watching his kickoff show.
They were in and out. They were in and out. My kids
Uh,
love the
Yep.
Cody Rose theme
yeah,
song.
they actually do. I find that to be highly hilarious.
Look,
Yeah.
Sherrod, you sounding real lonely right now.
Who?
Look, just because you ain't got no friends, don't mean my boy Keith ain't gotta have no friends now.
What do you mean he ain't? We're best friends. What the fuck are you talking about?
Now you look, you think y'all best friends, but really he my friend. He don't like you no more.
Listen, the trade me for you is like fucking getting out of a goddamn Lexus and going get you a Hyundai. It ain't the same thing.
Damn, I know you ain't gonna let that fly.
Look at here. Right now, boy, I pull a rock on you and smack you. But I ain't got the time right now. You know what I'm saying? My hand
Yeah,
hurt.
and unlike Cody, you gonna get your ass knocked the fuck out. I believe me, I ain't finna sit here and wait on nobody to hold me back. Yeah, nah,
Bro,
we could
that
go and
slap
book
looks
that.
so weak. You could tell the Rock had to pull that
That
slap.
you know what I was finna say. I've been meaning to talk about that. That was one of the worst slaps I've ever seen in wrestling. Like I've seen Stephanie slap harder than that.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah, she a beast.
She just slapped the whole taste out your mouth. Like goddamn.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw like a picture of like the Rock mid slap. He only slapped him with his fingertips.
It
Cause
Yeah,
you
I
looked
know
don't
pretty
know
if
what
hard to
that was
me.
about.
It looked pretty hard to me.
it could have been harder though. I feel like it
Yeah,
could have been harder.
I don't know.
Hey, if I got smacked
He
like
ain't.
that, I wouldn't have went down like Cody.
This is what I'm talking about though. Shit, your ass can't even slap right, but you gonna main event WrestleMania?
hmm hmm
Like I mean, he Cody sold it more than you hit it.
To tell the truth, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I was like, damn, man, you could have did a better job than that. And shit, y'all wrestlers, just go ahead and just do the little fist thing and let's be done with it. Like hit the motherfucking,
Yeah, they
just
could have traded some
could have
shots.
had a brawl. Yeah, you could have had a little brawl breakout. It was still perfect, but
Yeah,
I
let
mean,
security
shit.
come out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, when they caught Triple H in the hallway and Rock said his little spiel, what did Roman say to Triple H? I didn't
Oh,
catch that
that he
piece.
better be glad that he was there or some shit like that.
yeah.
And I
Because
guess
I also heard that he said that you better be glad that you're retired, and Triple H said, yeah, you better be glad too. Is that what he said?
No, they had subtitles, and Roman said, like Sherrod said, you better be glad we're here. And Triple H said, you better be glad you're here.
Okay, okay.
Which is valid because I mean I don't see Roman Reigns really getting over anywhere else. He got spoon fed to us.
well, I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean,
I
so did John, but I mean,
He did.
John did his thing with it. John did his
no,
thing with it. I don't have nothing to take
I'm
away
not
from
gonna
John
let you.
Cena.
Cause that doctor of thugonomics, John Cena got his own
No,
self over.
but it was
He,
after the Doctor of Thugonomics thing that they started stuffing them down our throats.
oh
They
yeah,
wasn't
yeah, yeah,
stuffing
Yeah,
them
they
down
yeah,
our
they
throats
yeah.
during the Doctor
They
of
commercialized him.
changed this
Thugonomics.
whole. Yeah, they
It
Yeah,
sanitized the
wasn't.
shit out
It
of him.
wasn't until he turned into Barney that they started stuffing them
yeah,
down our
Yeah,
throats.
they sanitized the shit out of him when he
they
actually.
yeah they made him stop talking in ebonics and shit.
They changed his name. They changed the
Stop the
names of his
freestyling.
moves and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But that
Yeah,
Doctor
man.
Thugonomics was one of my favorite wrestlers.
Oh,
Oh, and and,
absolutely.
and and the song went hard too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I like that better than Time Is Now.
Yeah.
Now Thomas now go hard too because he rolled it out after he won the title as the Doctor of Thugonomics. So it was banging then, but I mean, man, his interests back then used to be legit. Like he looked like a legitimate badass. He would be
Oh yeah.
scowling coming down the ramp and shit. And
With the
then to make
chain and
matter,
shit on,
yeah,
boy.
and to
Yeah,
make matters worse, he was doing like feats of inhuman shit. Remember he did the well, they called it the FU then, but he did it to like Big Show and somebody else at the same time or some shit at
Hmm
WrestleMania
I
or
think
something. Yeah,
he
like
caught Mark Henry and somebody else with it too.
yeah,
yeah.
like I mean, he was that dude. Like and then he started doing that. The champ is here. He the one unveiled the spinner belt. Like he
Yeah.
was over, and they sanitized him, and then he just wasn't. He went from being over to nauseating.
You're like, take some of the Negroid out. We need it. You're white. Act like it.
Yeah, because that was another thing during that time that when they had Vince McMahon come in the hallway and was like, "What's up, my nigga?"
Bro, how
And
did
I, I,
that
I
fly?
said, Vince,
Yeah.
God dog, I
In
knew
front
you
of
was
Booker T
freaky
and
deaky, but
Charlotte
I ain't know
Flair.
you was everything else.
Here we
Bro,
go.
that shit there. Talking
Nah,
about
he.
when I first saw that video, I thought it was fake. I was like, did he really say that
Yeah, he said it.
shit? I'm like, damn.
That boy Booker say, "Tell me he did not just say that." And I was like, "Yeah, he said it, bro. I heard it."
That's why a lot of people got a problem with Booker T. They feel like he let a lot of shit slide that he shouldn't have.
I mean, the
Nah,
man.
I don't think he let a lot of shit slide cause Booker was getting paid a lot of money to let that shit slide. I let it
He
slide.
was.
Like I told you in the last episode, for the right amount of money, I let your shit on me. So what Booker T went through for what he was getting paid, I'm cool with it.
This a fool, man. This is a fool.
He got the King Booker gimmick after that, too.
Hey,
And he really
I
started
love
making
that
money.
gimmick. I loved it.
Absolutely.
yeah, cause you
Hmm
like stupidity.
Now, look here, Sherrod. I ain't gonna keep letting you downplay me during this podcast. You hear me now?
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
you sound like you want to do something about it. You want to show your family tree and everything else, and then I slap the shit out of you. We can do that
Yeah,
too.
you know what's gonna happen? Look, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, and the first thing I do when I see you is give you a big hug and tell you I appreciate you, and then I'm gonna chop you in the throat.
This fool is sick.
You ain't gonna see it coming. You gonna be like, "Oh, he just hugged me," and then a chop coming right after it.
Well, first of all, you don't ever hug, so I know
That is
for
correct.
real.
That is
You ain't gotta
correct.
worry about that shit. Yeah, no, I ain't never been no fool. Shit. But man, I mean, I will say this as we getting ready to close this out. Like I think if this was a work, this is a hell of a way to start. And if it wasn't, and there was some, I think there's some remnants of truth in there, and then they kind of changed some shit around. But I mean, it's got everybody talking. It's working. Whatever
Yeah.
the hell this is, it's definitely fucking working.
One thing for sure, you cannot predict where it's going. So that's
Nah,
always good. Don't
I
know
ain't
where
got
it's
no
going.
clue what they gonna do.
Yeah. So that's probably the one good thing about it.
That's that
And
Hmm.
Triple H magic.
but if they
Yeah,
make that shit a triple threat match and insert The Rock, I'm gonna be pissed off.
yeah, that's gonna piss me off.
I'm gonna bury the fuck out of that match before we even start.
Yeah, I think you're not the only one too. A lot of people gonna be upset about that because like I said earlier, it is a rule that when you win the Royal Rumble, you win the right to a one-on-one
On
match.
one. Yep. Yep.
Didn't happen like
Hmm.
that for Becky Lynch.
It didn't happen like that for Becky Lynch, but I believe they still let her win that match though.
She did win the match, but
Yeah. So
you know,
I mean at that point, as long as you tell me I'm winning, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's true. They just
Hmm.
can't fuck that up. Hey, they
Yeah.
got a
it would have
chance
been
to do it
nice.
right.
If you want to start bringing in old legends and stuff like that, it would have been nice if they would have let Dustin Rhodes come back, and you could have just had somebody in Cody's corner, and then you had the Rock or whatever, because he don't damn the show need to be in the match. But I'd have accepted ringside if it was under those conditions.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that would
That
have
would
been
have been.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would have been something cool to see. I wouldn't mind Dustin Rhodes coming back. I like him.
Yeah. Hell of a wrestler. Don't get enough credit. Definitely a Hall of Famer.
Oh, for
But
sure.
look here. But look here, I'm still on this. Look, for everyone that's listening to this podcast, put in the comments what you think is on the Rock's arm. Cause I think it's a damn T Rex. I don't know what it is. I know some of y'all might know what it is. So put in the comments what you think it is. Cause these two fools on here with me, they don't know. They don't know what
I'm
that is on
telling
there.
you, he's saying it's a Brahma bull skull, but what the hell is a Brahma bull anyway?
That ain't
I'm
no
not.
damn Brahma bull skull. Cause the mouth too damn long.
I've just lost all interest in The Rock recently. I don't really particularly care. I didn't pay no mind. I was wondering why the fuck he was out there on the stage.
Yeah, that's your boy. That's why.
It used to be up until this week.
Hmm.
I'm about to replace him with somebody.
I don't believe you.
Oh, okay. We're gonna find out. WrestleMania will dictate how this go. You let him be in this damn WrestleMania match and Cody don't win something, then you gonna find out.
I feel like he's gonna be a WrestleMania in some capacity because it's like they feel like they got to go through with it now.
I wouldn't mind him going against Seth Rollins. I wouldn't mind him wrestling. Period. In the show, I know you don't want to see him.
Okay.
I
Okay.
wouldn't mind
Wait.
him
Who
wrestling. I just don't
who
want him to
who
go
gonna
against
win that
Roman Reigns.
match? Who gonna
Huh?
win that match? Who gonna
What?
win that
Him and
match?
Seth
Who gonna win that match?
against him and Seth?
Yeah. Who gonna win it?
They can let The Rock win it. Like they said,
Okay. I'm
the
glad
title
you
Seth
said that.
has is the
Yeah.
second hand title. I don't mind The
Okay.
Rock
And
holding
and,
the
and
second hand title.
that's fine. Okay. I'm glad you said that. And then what? What happens after that? Because he can't wrestle every week. So what are you gonna
Well,
do then?
neither does Roman Reigns, and ain't nobody see a problem with that.
But that I see a problem with it. Roman Reigns, Logan Paul, and then if you go with your scenario, The Rock. Well, fuck, that's three titles that you don't really get to see defended that fucking often. Now, what they doing with Roman Reigns is actually fairly fucking genius. If I don't see the champion on TV, but maybe once or twice a month, and then I only see him at pay-per-views defending the title, then that keeps him fresh. And Roman, he can't really be on TV like that every week. When he was, he sucked. But, when he does show up, he makes an appearance. That works for him. Logan Paul shouldn't be champion any fucking way.
Well,
And
No,
hold on. I ain't gonna let you hold Logan Paul.
he got ability, but he shouldn't be champion. I ain't nothing wrong with saying that.
Why not? Why shouldn't he be champion?
He ain't a full-time performer.
But the boy be getting down when he is there.
It,
he
Pat
do,
Mac,
but I feel
Pat
like
Mac,
with the U.S. title, that should be represented every week because you're
if that's
trying
the
to
case, you could have get.
reestablish.
If that's the case, you could have gave it to Pat McAfee.
I don't know about that.
Pat McAfee ain't no damn Logan Paul. Now, come on, now you doing too
He
much.
good though. He
He
his
he
his match
very
he had
good.
with Adam Cole that was solid.
Nah,
That
that
one
was
he had
trash.
with
That
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 was
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 trash.
no,
trash.
it wasn't.
Now,
Man, get get the fuck out of here.
if you had said someone like Bad Bunny, who was also getting down in the ring, I would have put it on Bad Bunny. But
What?
Logan Paul just signed up to be a full time
Oh, bro,
talent
I
for
hate.
them.
You know what? I hate when you do this. You just like to be a rebel. So you say shit sometimes because you think it sound cool, and you know you don't believe that. Now, no fucking
What?
Bad Bunny over Pat McAfee. Now I know you bullshit. Now go on, just
Bad
stop the
Bunny over
bullshit.
Pat McAfee? Yes. What are you talking about? Pat
Are
McAfee
you
ain't
are
doing
you
shit.
nuts? Are you nuts?
Am I nuts? No, not even a little. Well, maybe. I'm maybe a little
Yeah,
bit.
you must be certifiable because Pat McAfee's a lot better than fucking Bad Bunny.
I don't believe that. Look, matter of fact, we're gonna let the audience tend to that. Put in the comments if you think Pat McAfee was better than Bad Bunny in these matches. Cause I think Sherrod wrong. Sherrod don't know what the hell he talking
The
about.
last time,
Like I said, he don't even eat chicken, so he don't know nothing.
No.
bruh, like first of all, the last time so Pat McAfee had a great match against Adam Cole.
No, he
He
didn't.
had what?
That
Keith.
was a good match. That was a good match. But
No, it wasn't.
I'm gonna tell y'all
His
this:
build up
they
to
were
that
doing
match
some of the
was
same
fucking great.
matches. They were doing some of the same moves because they had the same producers for their matches.
Mm.
So they both did a Canadian Destroyer. They both did like a high spot, and they both
What
was
about
just
the
doing some of the similar stuff.
what
But
about
huh?
what about Pat McAfee Austin Theory?
What about it? That was trash too.
That one I got to can that one because of the Vince McMahon thing.
Okay, I give you
Completely
that. That's
killed it.
fine.
But
Yeah,
Adam Cole and Pat McAfee, I love that one. Pat McAfee, he got it. He got it naturally. He
he
was
said
selling.
Bad Bunny.
Man, y'all crazy as hell.
That hardcore
Keezy,
match
you
in
gonna
Puerto Rico against Damian Priest. The
that was a
crowd
great match.
that was a hot crowd. It was a badass entrance. It was one of the best fucking entrances I've ever seen at a wrestling pay per view. And then, but the match itself, the quality, Damian Priest carried that match.
Oh, you crazy. You crazy.
Were we watching the same shit?
Bro, yeah, we was watching the same shit. We talking about the
We
same
couldn't be.
match.
We couldn't be. Keith, and did you
Hey,
watch that match?
I watched both of them.
And
uh-huh.
I feel like that Bad Bunny, that's what I'm saying. He had the same type of match as um, Pat McAfee because they were
but
doing the same spots. So it really wasn't much of a difference because they were doing the same spots.
Bad
But
Bunny damn near killed himself in the match. That boy was jumping off shit. Pat McAfee big ass wasn't doing nothing.
he was
yeah, he
doing
was doing it.
swantons,
Yeah,
backflips,
he had
Canadian
some nice moves.
destroyers. Pat McAfee was more of a natural. Pat
Y'all
McAfee knew
crazy
how
out
to
here.
sell to the camera. He knew what to do in between. And then I believe Pat McAfee had that match. Was that during COVID with no crowd? Or
Yeah, either pre
yeah,
or right around that time, somewhere in there. Yeah.
yeah. They didn't really have a crowd. They had a limited crowd to
Y'all
be able to
crazy.
pull off a
Don't
match
get me
like that.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. I like Pat McAfee. I really do. But him in the ring, and especially if you compare him to Bad Bunny, y'all tripping. And then you talking about Logan Paul
You
don't
hear
deserve the
what you
title. You
saying,
definitely tripping. Y'all hear what I'm? Do you hear
man?
what I'm saying?
Man, first of all, there are more like I want somebody that's gonna be there every week to be champion. If you're gonna be U.S. champion, Intercontinental champion, you probably need tag champions. I need somebody that I'm gonna see consistently. You're gonna be able to run
Why?
some programs.
Cause you also got to think that that boy Gunther don't defend his title every week. So it doesn't matter
No,
if
but
he's there or not.
he's an active member. He ain't no celebrity. You're not gonna get a championship match every week. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, hey, you need to defend this title every week.
But that's that
However,
representation of the title every week.
it, yeah, that like if they needed to, he's there. You ain't gonna always get that from Logan Paul. He has other commitments. He
I
shouldn't
feel
be
But
like
you
they
champion.
let
also
him
got to
keep it too long.
remember, Logan Paul is bringing other eyes to
He
the
is.
title
He
because
Yeah.
is.
he takes it on his show, which is a really big show.
Yeah.
He takes on the show every time he does a show
Pat
now.
McAfee is on ESPN. You could have just gave it to him for all that shit. He does announcing shit.
Man, no, man, hell no, you tripping. Pat McAfee ain't doing what Logan. I can see the comparison between him and Bad Bunny, but you're not gonna compare Pat McAfee to Logan Paul.
Man,
Logan Paul,
You're not
he
gonna
in
do
a
that.
different stratosphere. That dude, he a natural athlete. You're a
No, he's
natural
good.
athlete.
I'm not saying he cannot wrestle. I'm not saying he does not have ability. I think he's very good. I just don't think he should be champion. That's all I'm saying. I
You
think
know what?
Pat
I,
McAfee. I said that I don't think Pat McAfee should be champion. But if you're gonna give it to somebody that's gonna be there part time, that's who you should have gave it to.
You know what? We should just go ahead and end this podcast right now for you piss me off.
I,
I mean, why? Because I'm telling the truth. You don't like
You
what I'm
ain't
saying?
you ain't telling shit.
I don't think they
Yeah,
should have
okay.
let him carry it that long. I feel
No,
like if you let him
he
do
shouldn't
a
had it
small
that
run,
long.
get it off of him,
You
put
got
it on
more
somebody
deserving
else.
people. LA Knight, I would have. Although he should be
Look,
world
it,
champion, I
it,
settle
it,
for that.
if you say L.A. Night name one more time, I'm gonna flip
LA
shit.
motherfucking Knight. LA
I, I'm
motherfucking
I'm
Knight.
I'm
LA
Yeah.
I'm a
motherfucking
flip
Knight.
shit because I'm
LA
tired of
Knight.
seeing that motherfucker too.
Yeah. LA Knight. Yeah, I just said it. Yeah.
Ooh boy, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
I, I mean, bruh, we can catch each other this afternoon after this damn podcast is over. You act like shit. I
No,
ain't hard to
no,
find.
no, because it's too late at night and I ain't ate dinner yet. So no.
Yeah, like
Oh shit.
shit.
Damn. Ready to test somebody's head off. You ain't ate nothing.
Man, he ain't saying shit. Evidently you must your blood sugar or something must be low. Talking about Bad Bunny on the same goddamn playing field with Pat McAfee. You sound fucking silly.
Bad Bunny was better than Pat McAfee. Get it right what I said.
Listen, man, I'm not finna. I don't have time for no foolishness. Keith, go wrap this shit up, man, so this man can get out of here. He sleep.
I can't get enough of y'all going back and forth. But yeah, I don't really have much announcements, but people keep on supporting the podcast. I mean, shit. Let me look on the dashboard of our YouTube channel. Over the past 28 days, we gained 13 subscribers. 200. I mean, I wish it was 200,000 views. It's 2,300 views. We're getting our watch time up. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to hit that. We're trying to hit that good old 1,000 subscribers and trying to get the
Mhm.
all the prerequisites we need in order to get paid off this shit. Damn it, we're trying to quit our jobs,
Shit.
motherfuckers. So keep on supporting. Look out for all the other content we got going. TikTok, Instagram, X, and of course YouTube, the mainstream. And just keep running them damn numbers up, man. This
Yeah.
episode should be up very, very quick.
Yeah, and I mean we'll continue to work on more content to bring you. You know, we have some kinks to work out with some people who don't really know much about wrestling, needing to
Oh
go do their
shit.
homework. But you know, we are excited to bring you more wrestling content. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. If you watch the video, you might as well just go ahead and subscribe.
Just subscribe.
Just
Mhm.
do us a favor, help us out. Do us a favor. You
Yep.
know, hit that subscribe button, and you know, if you like what we had to say, if you didn't, we gotta comment that somebody didn't like something from last week. But you know, whether you like it, don't like it, you know,
Oh
or
really?
whatever.
It was a comment
Yeah,
on what?
yeah, huh?
On
I
what?
don't even know. I don't even remember what the hell it was that we said, but it was something. And I guess we were being educated on what a heel really is. I looked at it, but I didn't say anything
Oh,
about
that
it.
Triple H and DX comment.
Yeah.
Look at that dude profile picture. I mean, come on now. He look like he know what it
Oh,
is. He look like he wear heels.
oh man.
Talk about that. Every
What do
heel
you like
cheats.
it?
Triple H and DX. That don't mean that it's right. Don't mean that it can't get boring. What are you talking about, bro?
Mhm.
Damn, social media. Everybody just gotta have an opinion on social media.
Mhm. And
But y'all can still comment.
one of the biggest opinions is that Bad Bunny is better than Pat McAfee. I
You
let
know
that be
what?
known.
Man, wrap this shit up.
Oh
Sorry.
shit.
Wrap this shit up. Wrap this shit up. Wrap it up.
Y'all got it out?
Nah,
Mhm.
nah, we ain't. This'll never be over. It'll never be over. Like hell
Mhm.
no. He crazy as
Mhm.
hell.
Do you smell what your core is cooking? Ha! Looking
It
at.
must. Yeah, it must be bullshit because that's what you sound like right now with
Mhm.
that comparison.
Mhm. I hear you.
Next, you're gonna be telling us that Vince Russo was a
Look, look,
great world champion or some shit. I don't know what the
look,
fuck
look,
gonna
look,
come
look,
out your mouth.
look. All the Puerto Ricans agree with me. I tell you that right now.
Okay.
Can't argue with that. You might get stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen. Thank you. If you've gotten this far, we appreciate your support. If you haven't, like I said, and like Ethan said, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We look forward to bringing you more content. We look forward to continuing to be undisputably unfiltered. This is just whatever. It's just a lot. So without further ado, thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. This has been the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We'll catch you next time.